Hello and welcome back to another video where the BMW is running perfectly and we don't have anything to do to it at all. Nat! What's up? How you guys doing? We're down here with the BMW. Clearly, we are taking the head off and putting a head gasket in. If you didn't see the last video, we blew the head gasket on the dyno. Why? We have no idea. We're about to find that out. That's why you're watching right now, so just chill out. But, you know me, usually I would skimp out and just buy the cheapest head gasket possible for this weekend. But just for you guys, I forked out and bought I bought the expensive head gasket. So here, we have an Athena cut ring head gasket. What is that? I don't really know. It's like, don't laugh at me. I don't have any mechanical knowledge. It is a head gasket that's like got rings in it that cut into the head and the block and seal way better. Okay, that's the technical term, and that's all you're gonna know about this head gasket. But we're putting it in the car. So right now we're in the process of taking the head off in the car. It's actually pretty simple because I've done this so many times before, and also I don't have to do much work because I have moral support here in the form of Shane, Matthew, and Woz. Woz is watching, so Woz is the beer drinker. Matt's got a sore back, so he's kind of half doing stuff, but whimpering the whole time. And then Shane's doing most of the work, which is good. So EBM sponsor us, and they also come down and fix our cars when they break at my workshop, which is awesome. So we're gonna leave the turbo manifold on. We'll whip the valve cover off, obviously. We're taking the inlet manifold off at the moment. And then turbo comes off as well. And then pretty much we undo one engine mount on this side, jack the engine up so it's a bit more straight because these engines are on the piss, as you guys know from factory. And then together we'll basically just lift the head off. So I'm really interested to see whether the helicoils have held together and why the head gasket blew. I have a couple of theories, mostly down to me not doing the head studs up properly. But we'll see. Let's go. Time lapse. 3, 2, 1. So I didn't video any time lapse like I said I would, but we're lifting the head off now. Here we go. Gonna get in some precarious positions. The thing that I use to put the wing on is literally the thing that has the Allen keeper that we want. Oh, are we stuck on my side? We hitting something? Feels like I'm hitting something.
It's a little bit high at the back. It's low on your side.
Sorry about that, guys.
I don't know how much.
Oh, look at that.
Sweet.
You got that side?
Just sit it on its side.
Yeah.
Fool me. So here's our head gasket. As you can see, there's been a catastrophic failure. Cylinders 3 and 4, but also we've been crossing over here on cylinders 2 and 3 as well. So the comp's been leaking through. It just means, well, so when I put this motor together, you guys would have seen it was helicoiled. The helicoils have held up beautifully, so that wasn't a problem at all. But I bitched out a little bit when talking down the head bolts because I didn't know if the helicoils would take it, and I also had an event coming up in a couple of days. So I only talked them down to like 75 newton meters, I think it was, which is on the very low side, which is probably why this failed. And also I can't remember, but I think this was I reused this head gasket because we were in such a rush. I couldn't get a hold of another one. So I reused this head gasket from the new engine that we thought was good, but wasn't good, if that makes sense. Yes, I remember now, that's what I did.
So you've been here before, a few days before a comp, doing a head.
Yeah, I have, but I'm not so worried about this because we know the motor's good, right? It's been in the car. The comp on the motor's awesome. Look how fresh
You can still see there's still crosshatch in the cylinders.
Yeah, it's mint. Like that motor is freaking awesome. So I'm happy because I know we'll put this new head gasket in, right? We're going to get a little bit of power back because we won't be crossing, losing compression on cylinders 2, 3, and 3 and 4 because this would have been developing over time, right?
Yep.
Which is why we probably overheated it slightly last event, which I thought was a little bit unusual because the car doesn't usually overheat. And then obviously it's just gotten worse, so the fact that we put it on the dyno today is a good thing because otherwise this would have happened first lap out on Friday. And then we would have been swapping a head gasket on Friday night, which is just not fun. So, but shout out to these boys because they made this job super quick and efficient. And now we literally just have to put everything back together, which is crazy. I'm excited to try this cut ring head gasket. You just talk it up normally, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. These
the
boys
head
have
gasket.
used them before because they do Elite Braking Mechanical. They do Ford Focuses and stuff and all the turbos, and they've used these head gaskets before. So
It's just a head gasket. You just talk
same,
it down.
same.
Same.
Sweet. So I'm pumped, but I'm happy the motor's good. That's all I care about. The head's beautiful, clean. When we're taking everything apart, like, yeah, super clean. So now it's about doing the exact reverse of what we just did, but with a new gasket. Mad.
After dinner.
Oh yeah, after the pizza. Hello, I'd like to dedicate this portion of the video to everyone who complains about us not getting the head or block decked. This goes out to you. Nah, for real though, you know, it's all good. We're using a cut ring gasket thing, and that technically means that we don't have to get the head or block decked. I'm making this up on the spot. We've got 2 days to an event, so, you know, fucking whatever. You can laugh at me when it doesn't work, alright? Straight on. We cleaned everything up. Everything looks fantastic. You can comment, Matt. Does it look good or not? Block
Looks
everything?
Good. It's good.
We really do probably need that other dowel.
Quick clean. That other dowel would be ideal. Surely you've got another block.
I don't have another dowel.
Where did it go?
Do you have another block here?
You know what? I'm gonna put one stud in because it's gonna allow us to guide the head down at least on it. We'll use a stud as another dowel. Right way up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we chuck the rings in. We've been working on this car all night, by the way, so we're kind of delirious, and that's why we're talking shit. So please don't judge us. You just push them in. I don't even know what I'm doing, by the way.
Just
Pop in there.
You just put them in.
Don't take any of this as advice, okay?
100%. This is
Well,
Mike
this
Lake's head tutorials.
This is working quite well. It's like it was made for the engine. Alright. And then you just put the head on, right? I'm as unsure as the people watching.
Then you just bolt it down.
Alright.
Just do what you always do.
The only thing actually about it
All you do is
that
just
makes it
make sure that they're
difficult-
seated.
Yep. I figured that you'd probably do it, so I got it fucking. I like when you do.
Wow, I don't know what the fuck just happened, that was weird. This looks fancy. I'm happy with it. $400 worth. Get a fucking hold some boost. And then more angled our way. So Waz, you're the guy.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, because you can see and we can't.
Putting the headset in.
Oh, is it? It is in. Yep. Alright, so it is another night. The boys have gone home. Yesterday, we got the head on the car and talked up. Sorry that the filming's probably been a little bit here and there, but I'm sure you guys want to hear the story, so I'm going to document it nonetheless. Yeah, so the head is now talked on. Now, I'm going to tell you a freaking story about this, and you guys are going to be like, what the hell are you guys up to? So we took the head off, made sure everything was all good, gave it a quick scrub, put the cut ring head gasket in, as you saw, put the head on, started putting the ARP studs in. We lost one. We lost an ARP head stud, and we couldn't find it. We literally searched this whole place up and down for 3 hours last night. That's why we stopped, and we called it a night. It was literally insane. So I used a stock head bolt in one of the holes. Now it's a cut ring head gasket, so that gives me way more confidence that it's going to be all good. We also used ARPs, you know, all the way to the middle, and then one of the middle ones is a stock head bolt, and it all torqued up beautifully. 100 newton meters, 75 foot-pounds of torque. The bolt's not on the motor because there was nowhere for the bolt to go into the motor, you know, so I'm confident it's not in there. It just makes you nervous. I mean, it literally disappeared. We searched every crevice of this place. It's actually mental. It wasn't in any of our pockets or anything done like that. Not in the engine bay, anywhere. I've searched it up and down, even for another hour today when I got back here after work. Today I searched the place up and down just to see if I could, you know, fresh eyes might find it, but nothing. So it is what it is. But now I'm putting the Vanos unit on. But I'm not going to film it. I'm just going to throw it together, Vanos unit on, and then I'm going to turn the motor over and make sure that the compression's good before I go any further. You know, you can hear it very clearly. I know these motors so well that I can hear it when it's turning over, if the compression is good and if everything worked, or if there's something amiss. As soon as the head gasket blew and Dr. Drift turned the motor over, I knew straight away. I was like, that doesn't sound right. And it started, it was running funny. I was like, that's a loss of compression for sure. So, yep. We'll put the Vanos unit on, turn it over. I'll show you guys whether it's worked and kind of, or whether we hear a loud crunch because there's a frickin' bolt somewhere in our motor. But there can't be because there's nowhere for it to go. But still, aliens, man, I swear, aliens. The Vanos unit's all in. Good to go. I'm pretty sure I've done everything right. Triple checked everything. So right now, I'm just gonna turn it over. YOLO, send it. Let's go. No time like the present, eh, guys? This little fan right here has been working. working its bum off, keeping me cool because it's bloody humid today, but here we go. So it's either going to sound good, it's going to sound bad, excuse the grainy footage, but we're on my iPhone. Let's go, come on, pray. Boom! So that's definitely full compression, 100%. Whoo! Pumped! So now, throw the rest of it together. I'll start now. Hopefully maybe I'll get it done tonight. Maybe not. And see if this thing runs. Whew. All right, skip forward a little bit. The engine is all together and this thing absolutely purrs. Sorry, I didn't film it while I was doing the first start, but as you can hear, it's running beautifully. Those cut ring head gaskets seem amazing. I'm pretty pumped. I even gave the rocker cover a quick lick of paint so it looks a bit nicer. So I had a little bit of time on my hands. But now, unfortunately, we don't have time to retune it. So that head gasket's a bit thicker, which means we've gone from 10.5 to 1 compression ratio to 10.2 to 1, I believe, compression ratio. But at the same time, tune will work fine. I'm leaving the boost as it is. 8.5 pounds, 240 kilowatts, maybe slightly less or slightly more because we're getting good compression from the head gasket. Who knows? But we're just going to send it this weekend. Fingers crossed that we can, give the big boys with all their big horsepower a bit of a battle and just have some fun. But huge thank you to Woz, Matt, and Shane for coming in, EBM TV, and Woz from I Love Drift for coming in and helping me replace the head gasket and just put everything back together. I'm over the moon. This car, I just can't wait to take it out to battle. Fingers crossed that it holds together. But we'll see you guys in the next video. We were at Keep It Reet round 2 battle royale. Huge thank you to you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate all the support as per usual. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button, of course subscribe, and stay tuned for more awesome drift action in our E36 and all of our other fun cars. Cheers guys, peace.